Let's talk about an exciting building block in code, methods. Methods are the equivalent of functions and subprograms in some other languages. We just call them methods in Java, though you might hear me or someone else call them functions sometimes. Technically, Java only has methods. Alright, so what are these methods, you may wonder? Well, methods are blocks of code that perform a specific task. These blocks of code have names, and that's how we can call them. Calling them will make the method perform its task. This is how you can define a simple method. This very specific one is defined as public void print message. A lot of these things we'll be discussing later, but here's what we're looking at. We start with the keyword public. This means that it is accessible from anywhere within the application. There are other options too. These will be discussed later when we talk about access modifiers. The second word, void, means that the method is not having a result. It just does something. What the method does are the lines of code between the curly brackets. This is called the method body. The method body only has one line in this case, and it just prints the message "Hello Java people" to the console. The word print message is the name of the method. This is what we need when we're going to call the method. The last part is two parentheses. If the method requires input parameters, that will be specified here. And that's actually exactly what we'll discuss next. But before we do so, I remember struggling with recognizing methods and distinguishing them from variables when I just started Java, which is almost 15 years ago now, and I feel very old telling this. But if you feel the same way at this point, I mean not old, but the confusion about the variables and methods, don't worry about it. At this point, I have no clue how I managed to confuse those two, and you will have the same experience if you continue working on your Java skills. Things will become clearer if you stick with it. Alright, so now we got that out of the way. This can be difficult, no worries. We have seen how to create basic methods without input parameters, but things get more interesting when we add input parameters to the mix. So let's explore how we can make them more dynamic by adding input parameters in the next video.